Health and Wellness Check-In, 15 February 2026. Here I, Tanis Coralee of Seattle, check in for a week summary of my health and wellness, social, mental, and physical this past week, Monday 9 to Sunday 15 February 2026. It was a week with trying to figure things out without disrupting my routines. Yes, so a lot of more concentrated effort in terms of projects. So kind of instead of a few things in a lot of projects, a lot of things in a few projects, and being like, here's what I'm posting, but can I figure out the stuff I'm not posting? What was it? And then what are the correct other projects for each thing? And then so a lot of figuring out in specifics and putting stuff out and being like, well, and I can only do so much. So there we go. It's the introduction and week summary. Category 1 of 3, social health. I fed the critters all of their meals this week. The week included neighborhood-friendly faces when out and about, including walk runs, and the out and about was well-timed and paced. Yes, and I'm trying to self-pivot this week, possibly tentatively, to movie theater going and figuring out maintaining a video if I do a snack from a neighboring grocery store before the movie instead of food during the movie. Possibly, right? Yeah, I could still order something, but I've done parking lot and drive snacks before. How do I share that? So there we go. Category 2 of 3, mental health, balance. So it was, I think, perhaps a nice change in cognitive space to be focusing on a few projects and deepening. It was a change in my own mental thought patterns, which was kind of nice. Different doesn't mean new, doesn't mean foreign, doesn't mean 25th time I've been through, just it was a change from kind of what I had been doing. So I liked that variation in my kind of approach for content for the week. And then just a note, the Wuthering Heights I saw in theaters is based on the 1847 English novel by Emily Bronte. Yes, I am part English by ancestral origins. So it's a formal courtship / wedding / marriage type book, kind of like Pride and Prejudice. So there we go. I have put the 1847 novel published again at a later date with a particular publisher on hold through the library system. There's a fairly decent holds line for the number of copies, so it might not be immediate turnaround, but I've put it on hold since I've read Pride and Prejudice and covered that here. It's maybe I could do the same for Wuthering Heights. So I have started that process. Yeah, I put it on hold. And then category 3 of 3, physical, PMS water weight retention has commenced. Also, my system reacted to some things and am looking worse than normal. I'm kind of something just, my system went poof this past week. And sometimes it's self-experimentation and sometimes it's something different. It reacted to something. And so I was initially, I even brought it up at some point. I don't remember if that was last week or this week. There was something where it's sometimes I can self-experiment and then there's nope, that didn't work. This is more something's off and I'm not quite sure what. So if you're wondering, partially PMS and partially I don't know. So I'm troubleshooting actively. So and ongoing. So in conclusion, it was a week with targeted focus and I managed to retain my routines without disruption. And happy health and wellness to you whenever you're viewing this and wherever you're viewing this from.